It's 18 minutes after 4. David, before we go to some telephone calls, I want to go back to World War II, if we could, because this is Memorial Day weekend, and I like to, with the permission of the family, share this audio. And just to set it up, this is a very rare recording of a guy from Buffalo's West Side who did not make it back home. He was named Richard Sansoni. And he is the father of the woman you know as Joanne Browning and the grandfather of the woman you know as Gina Browning. And Mr. Sansoni was on the SS Leopoldville, which was torpedoed with great loss of life, including Mr. Sansoni's on Christmas Eve of 1944. And this is a bit of poignant audio to put a human dimension onto what ordinarily might just be another name.
Well, honey, here I am again. I told you I'd make more records to you. They had kind of a mix-up down here about making records, so I didn't make them for you for a while there. But I'm going to keep the work up. Well, as you see, my training is going pretty good, and I'm in very good condition. We've got one of the most toughest weeks coming up. I've told you in my letters that we're going to have village fighting with ball ammunition, that's regular bullets. And I'm going in through the infiltration course that's under machine gun fire. I don't want you to worry, for we've trained for this kind of work and we can do it. I'm going to make another record to you this afternoon, so if the time goes by and this record goes, well, I can talk to you on the next one. I love you very much and I miss you. And I think the pictures of the baby just come out beautiful. And I often wonder where the baby comes so beautiful. It really is. I just can't wait to get home and see her. Just take care of yourself and tell all the folks that I'm fine and I'll be home soon.
And that, again, from Rhode Island Street on Buffalo's West Side, Richard Sansoni. And despite all of that optimism, he did not make it home. And the reason he died, he was a great swimmer. The reason he died, he kept diving back into the water to get his comrades out. He saved probably 12 to 16 of his shipmates' lives before succumbing to hypothermia. His body was never recovered. Richard Sansoni, requiescat in pace, rest in peace.
This Richard Sansoni record that we played, understand that was a wax record that he basically cut. I mean, that technology was not. You're not going to find a lot of people sending records home with their voice on it. That must have been a facility he was at. Not
a lot of those survived, and the family actually had two. One, the audio just isn't good enough to play, but the other one you just heard that was actually done by our friends over at Select Sound Studio. They actually were in charge of making that into a recording we could actually play on the air, and that the family, and you can imagine what a treasured heirloom that is, can continue to enjoy.